If you want to continue to follow our adventure, click subscribe. So you don't miss anything, click the bell notification. Happy New Year's! So I'm sure everybody's getting ready to go out and have a good time tonight. Spend a bunch of money. Do a lot of things they will regret tomorrow. And I'm sure you're going to have some great New Year's resolutions also. I don't know, be a better person. Maybe lose weight or change your diet. But I got one for you. Stop being you. Here's the reason I say this. I watched a video a while back. A guy said, he's a big YouTuber, he said, wherever you're at, there you are. Boy, that was some powerful words there. I know a lot of people watch this channel because they're in a situation where they're going to be forced to live this lifestyle. They're convinced that living this lifestyle will allow them to not have to spend as much money. Save on rent or whatever. Electric, water, gas, not as many bills. If you spend too much money now, you will spend too much money in a car. It's just going to happen. Because, exactly what that YouTuber said, wherever you're at, there you are. So it doesn't matter if you're in a house or in a car, there you are. You have to change your behaviors. I am where I'm at because I've always been this way. I've learned a long time ago to change my behaviors to reduce my lifestyle to a minimalistic lifestyle. Whether I'm in a car or a house, it doesn't matter to me. And for anybody who's going to criticize me that I need to think about Carolyn, Carolyn is better at this than I am. Spending money. A lot of people accuse me of bragging about how much money I have. Because I say you got to have tens of thousands of dollars in an emergency fund to come out here. Well, first, I've never told anybody how much money I have. You make your own assumptions there. But secondly, I'm not bragging about how much money I have. I'm bragging about how much money I don't spend. That's a discipline. It's a discipline not spending money. And it's something I should be proud of. Because I work hard at it. Spending money for me is like a chore that I procrastinate on. I'll give you a simple example. I don't pay bills using checks. Anything I pay with a debit card or online payments. But my taxes, my personal property tax, comes around once a year, at the end of the year, and I have to use a check for that to send it in. Well, my checks were burned up in the pop-up camper fire way back in April. And I was so lazy about spending money. And that's the way I look at it, is I'm lazy about spending money. Spending money to me is a chore. Because that's who I am. Wherever you're at, there you are. Well, it was no different in the house. I was lazy about spending money in the house too. It has become a personality trait. And so everything I do is that personality trait, even buying checks. But if you're going to come out here, you got a lot of things that you're going to have to think about that you could be doing right now in your house that might actually help you not have to leave your house. For example, electric. If I were to put the amount of electric I use into a house, so let me explain this. Right now I run a refrigerator, a laptop, an iPad, and a cell phone. That's all the electric I use in my camper. Well, I've figured it up, and that's about 1,500 watts a day. Now, a lot of people don't know what that means. What is 1,500 watts? What does that mean to me? Well, 1,500 watts is about the same amount of electricity that an electric space heater uses on high in 1 hour. Well, what does that mean? Well, that means that I only spend about, using Missouri prices, $6 a month. If I were to just use the electric in a house that I'm using in a camper, it would be $6 a month. Now, I can't imagine anybody only spending $6 a month. But you should certainly try. I realized that there was a lot of things in the house that I had to pay for. The water heater, it would always kick on. It was an electric water heater. Whereas out here, I have an on-demand water heater. I would actually, if I was living in a house now, I would actually use an on-demand water heater in place of a standard water heater. So if I ever move back in a house, I'm taking that water heater with me. Air conditioning. Do you need air conditioning? I know a lot of people are going to argue with me. I personally don't think you need air conditioning. I did it all summer. We didn't have any air conditioning. People lived before without air conditioning. I'm sure people could do it again. The refrigerator itself, there's a good example. I had a small refrigerator, a dorm room size refrigerator, just like I have now. I've never had a full-size refrigerator when I own my own home. Even the refrigerator, do you need that much space in a refrigerator? If you do, what for? If you're an individual, I really wouldn't think you need that much. But Carolyn and I are a couple, and we have a dorm-sized refrigerator that holds all our food for 2 weeks. Heat. I'm fine without air conditioning, but heat, on the other hand, whew, I hate the cold. I mean, I'm out here right now freezing to death. I hate the cold. But I have taught myself to turn down the heat at night. You know, I try to keep it just above freezing, wrap myself up in some good blankets, and I keep quite warm at night with the blankets and have a dreadful morning getting up out of the blankets to turn on that heater. But I've gotten my heat cost down in this little camper down to $24 a month. So if I was in a dire situation, thinking about moving into a car, you know, I might want to try to consider moving myself into a room and not worrying about the heat. Anytime I make a video where I talk about, you know, the struggles of heating and different things, somebody will say, oh, you need to buy this or you need to buy that. Well, that's the last thing to this is, if you're getting ready to go out and buy something, you really, and I do, I mean, I just stop in my tracks and think about, do I really have to have this, or is there something else I can do in its place? So wherever you're at, there you are. Thanks for watching. Click like if you like the video, and happy travels.